Now my dear students, this is a question number 24th. The electropotential for Cu plus 2 plus electron to give Cu plus and Cu plus electron to give Cu, and you can get the electropotential respectively. The value of Cu plus 2 to Cu will be asked. So what is the formula and what is the reaction? Here my dear students, you can see here required reaction is the required. Here this is the required reaction, and what is the required reaction? It is the Cu plus 2 electron to give Cu. This is our required reaction. Here my dear students, electropotentials are given. Number 1, Cu plus 2 plus electron to give Cu plus 1, and second one is this. Here you can see the electropotentials plus 0.15 volt. Here my dear students, you can see the number 2, that is Cu plus 1 plus electron to give Cu solid, and you can get the E naught that equal to plus 0.50 volt. And you can require reaction is this, Cu plus 2 here copper, and Cu plus 1 is not there. Now my dear students, you can cancel and add this and get the E naught, but this is not a half cell. Here you can get the electropotential by the ions. So my dear students, free energy is take place here. So you can solve the E naught by the free energy. My dear students, we can solve this equation by the free energy. Now here we can say this is the G3, G1 and G2 minus NFE. Here you can see this is minus NFE. FF is cancelled with each other, and this G3 that equal to G1 plus G2. Now my dear students, here number of electrons is take place only 1. So here you can see the 1 electrons. So minus, you can put here formula minus Ne1 plus minus Ne2, and it is the minus Ne3 because F Faraday is considered. Now for G3 you can see here 2 electrons are present. So put the 2 E3 that equal to minus here E1 and E2. So E1 only 1 electrons are taking part in the reaction. So 1 into E1. And my dear students, what is the E1? E1 is the 0.15 minus plus minus minus, and it is also E1, it is also 1, and E2 is the 0.50. Now my dear students, you can see here this is obtained minus 2E that equal to this minus minus plus, and you can get the sign minus, this minus minus plus, so you can get the 0.65, and this is the minus 0.65. Here you can get the minus 2E3, so both are cancelled with each other, and you get the only 2E is equal to plus 0.65, because when both are added with each other 0.50 plus 0.15, you can get the 0.65. Minus minus plus, hence you added each and put the sign negative, but this negative sign is cancelled with this negative sign. So you can get the 2E is equal to 0.65, and my dear students, E is equal to, here E is equal to 0.65 divided by 2, then you can get the answer is 0.325 volt. And my dear students, this is your correct answer, and your correct answer is the 0.325 volt is the correct answer for question number 24, which is asked in NEET 2011 exam. Now we can discuss the question number 25. Here my dear students, this question is also asked in NEET 2010. Here we can see the, for the reduction of silver ions with copper metal, the standard cell potential was found to be plus 0.46 volt. The value of standard Gibbs energy, which formula is used, my dear students? That is, formula is delta G that equal to minus NFE cell. So, my dear students, here you can see the silver ions with copper metal. When this copper metal reacts with silver ions, means AgNO3, then you can get the copper nitrate CuNO3 whole twice, and this copper displaces the Ag, metallic silver. This is the reaction take place, and in this reaction you can see here, my dear students, 2 electrons are involved in this reactions. So, N is equal to 2 for this reaction. So, you can put here 2, Faraday's 96,500 coulombs, multiply by the E0 cell which are given in 0.46 in your question, plus 0.46 volt. Now, my dear students, in this question when you can solve, you can get the answer, and that is delta G is equal to minus 88.78 kilojoule. Roughly you can see that is minus 89 and minus 89 kilojoule. So, my dear students, question number 25th answer is A, it is a kilojoule, and here this is joule. So, kilojoule you can get the answer minus 89. This question is also asked in 2010 NEET exam. So, you can here see that you carefully see the unit, joule and kilojoule, calculations and formulas. Here you can see, my dear students, number of electrons is not given by you, only reactions are given. Reduction of silver ions with copper metal. Here you can see the AgNO3, my dear students. In AgNO3, silver ions are present in the form of Ag plus 1, and this is a 0. This plus 1 is reduced to 0. So, here you can see the reduction is take place because oxidation number is decreases. So, reduction is take place. In this question you can see reduction of silver ions with copper metal. So, my dear students, answer of this question is A, that is minus 89 kilojoule. Now, we can see the question number 26. Here, my dear students, question number 26 you can see here, given Cu plus 2 electron E0, Cu plus 2 electron, this electropotential of this. In this type of question, my dear students, these ions are present in the solution, and when ions are present in the solution, then you can not, these are added directly of this electrode potential. First of all, you convert this and then free energy, and then free energy you can get the E0. Now, my dear students, you can see here Cu plus 1 plus electron, and it is converted to copper, will be electropotential E0 for the reaction Cu plus 2 electron to copper E0 0.337 volt, and here Cu plus 2 plus electron copper Cu plus E0 0.153 volt. Here, my dear students, he want the electrode potential of this. Here you can see the Cu plus 1 present in this equation number 2. So, my dear students, this equation number 2 is reverse. You can reverse this equation, and when you can reverse this equation, you can get the Cu plus ions is converted to Cu plus 2 and plus electron. And when this equation number 1 is same, this Cu plus 2 ions plus 2 electrons, and you can get the Cu. E0 of this 0.337 volt and E0 of this minus 0.153 volt. Because equation is reverse, then E0 is plus sign is reverse, that is minus sign. Now, my dear students, when we added this equation, then we get this Cu plus 2 ions and Cu plus 2 ions. This Cu plus 2 ions are cancelled, and when you can convert this Cu plus 1, it is not Cu plus 2, it is a Cu plus 1. You can convert this Cu plus 1. This is the Cu plus 1. Now, my dear students, this Cu plus 1 is converted to Cu plus 2 plus electron. Now we can edit these both equation. When we edit both equation, then we get this cancelled, and you can get this electron is also cancelled, and you can get the Cu plus 1 plus electron to get the Cu. Now we can see here this equation is same, my dear students, for required equation. This is your required equation. This equation is same as a required equation. So Cu plus 1 plus electron to give copper. But my dear students, these are converted into delta G form. Here this is G3, here this is G1, E1, and this is E2 and G2. Now we can solve this by the formula. G3 is equal to G1 plus G2. When G3 is equal to G1 plus G2, my dear students, this minus NFE 3 that equal to minus NFE 1 plus minus NFE 2. Now we can see here this Faraday is cancelled with each other. So my dear students, here N only one electrons take place. So minus 1 into E3 that equal to here G1 E1, here E1 G1, 2 electrons are taking part in this reaction. So minus 2 into E1 plus minus here E2, here you can see the only 1 electrons are taking part in this section, 1 into E2. Now you can put the values of E1, minus 2 into E1, E1 is the 0.337 volt plus minus E2, E2 is the minus 0.153 volt. Now my dear students, you can see here this is the E3, so you can multiply this minus 0.674 and minus plus this minus 0.76 volt, and this minus and this minus are cancelled. So you can see here minus 0.153 volt, and this is the plus E3, both are cancelled with each other. So my dear students, E3 you can get here E3, and that E3 is the 0.52 volt. And my dear students, this is the answer of this question, 0.52 volt. In this way you can solve this question. This question is also as in NEET 2009. Now we can see the question number 27. Standard free energy of formation at 298 Kelvin R. The E0 cell for the pentane oxygen fuel cell. My dear students, you can see the two concepts are applied in this question. First concept is delta G that equal to Gp minus Gr. Here first of all you can see the pentane and the formation of this water and CO2. What is the reaction? First of all you can see the reaction C5H12 plus A22. Why? Because you can get the 5 CO2 and you can get the 6H2. So 5 2s are 10, 10 plus 6 16. So 8 oxygen is required for the combustion of pentane. Combustion of pentane, my dear students, here these are the Gp, here these are the Gp and these are the Gr. Now you can put the values of these free energies. Here in this question values of free energies are given, so you can put the values. Now 5 CO2, 5 multiplies CO2. What is the value of CO2? You can see here water 237 minus 394.4 minus 394.4 is multiplied by this 5. Now we can add the product of water. 6 is multiplied by the value of water, that is minus 237.2. Now these are the product, product minus reactant, and minus reactant is the C5H12 pentane. 1 for water, here 1, 2 for CO2 and 3 for pentane. Here pentane you can get the 1, multiply the minus 8.2, and plus, my dear students, oxygen. Here oxygen is the 8, multiply by 0. Why? Because, my dear students, heat of standard free energy of formation of molecule, this is the molecule, standard molecule, that equal to 0. For example, oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen, that equal to 0. So, when you can solve these values, my dear students, you can get the delta G. And what is the delta G, my dear students? You can get the delta G, that is minus 3387 into 10 to the power 3 joule. This is a delta G. You can first of all calculate the delta G. It is a first requirement of this question, and this delta G is calculated by Gp minus Gr. Now, we can go to the question value of E naught cell. You can put the formula of E naught cell, but when you can put the formula of E naught cell, it is required delta G minus NFE cell. Number second, it is also required the number of electrons. Here you can minus 3387 into 10 to the power 3 values calculated. Now, you can calculate the number of electrons, and this number of electrons calculated by your pentane oxygen fuel. Now, you can see the in pentane oxygen fuel C5H12 plus water H2O, and you can see the pentane oxygen fuel 5 CO2 plus 32 hydrogens H plus ions are present, and 32 electrons are take part in the reaction. So, my dear students, 32 electrons are take part in this reaction, because here C5H12 plus 10 H2O to give 5 CO2 and 12 H plus ions, it means 12 H plus ions, it means here 10 H2, 32 H plus ions are present. So, here in this formula you can get the 6 H2 in this original reaction. 6 to the 12. Here 12 H plus ions, 12 H is present, and you remove the 12 H2O or 6 H2O, then 32 H plus ions are present in this reaction. Now, that you can balance this equation, you can get the 32 electrons. Now, N is equal to 32, when you can place F is 96,500 and E naught cell you can get. Then E naught cell, my dear students, that equal to minus 3387 into 10 to the power 3 upon 32 into 96,500. Then, my dear students, E naught cell, that equal to plus 1.0968 volt, and this is the answer. Oh, sorry, answer is A, because this 1.0968% in A option. So, answer is A, and this question is also asked in 2008 exams. So, my dear students, this is the answer. Now, we can see the question number 28. Here, my dear students, question number 28, the equilibrium constant for the reaction copper solid plus twice Ag plus ions to give Cu plus 2 plus twice Ag. Here, this question is asked in 2007, and equilibrium constant formula, we can use the formula. Here, my dear students, formula is E naught cell, that equal to 0.0591 upon n log Kc. You can put the values 0.46 is equal to 0.0591 upon number of electrons is equal to 2 into log Kc. My dear students, log Kc, that equal to 0.0, that is equal to 2 into 0.46, 2 into 0.46 upon 0.0591. When you can divide these values, you can get the 15.57. And my dear students, Kc is the anti-log of 15.57. I give you trick for calculate the anti-log. You can calculate the anti-log of 15, that is equal to 10 to the power 5. So, my dear students, multiply, you can 1 minus 0.57, remaining value you can see the anti-log, and before the values of these it put the 10 to the power. So, my dear students, here you can see the answers. With the 10, 10, 10, only one answer, you can get the 10 to the 15 values. So, my dear students, you can get this answer 4 into 10 to the power 15. When you can put the anti-log of 0.57, my dear students, you can see that 3.7 is the answer. So, approximately that is 4 into 10 to the power 15, and you can get the answer. This is a trick to calculate the anti-log directly without using your table. Okay, my dear students, this is a trick. Now, we can go to the question number 29. The standard EMF of a galvanic cell involving cell reaction with n is equal to 2 is found to be 0.295 volt. The equilibrium constant same, formula is same. You can put the formula. And what is the formula, my dear students? That is the E naught cell is equal to 0.0591 upon n log K. You can use this formula, my dear students. 0.295 volt E naught, 0.0591 upon, here n is equal to 2 is taken, 2 into log K. Now, you can multiply these values. You can calculate the log Kc is equal to 2 into 0.295 upon 0.0591. My dear students, when you multiply these values, you can get the 0.590 upon this is 0.0591, and when you can cancel each other, then you can get the 10. My dear students, Kc that equal to anti-log 10, that equal to 10 to the power 10 is the anti-log of 10, that is the Kc. So, you can get the answer, and question number 29 you can get the answer D. Now, my dear students, we can go to the question number 30. On the basis of the information available from the reaction 4/3 Al plus O2 to gives 2/3 Al2O3, delta G is equal to minus 827 kilojoule per mole of oxygen. The minimum EMF required to carry out an electrolysis of Al2O3 is this one. Here, my dear students, you can see here question number 30. Here formula is, here what is the formula? Formula is delta G, because delta G is given here, required the E naught cell. So, you can delta G minus NFE cell. You can use this formula. Now, my dear students, when we use this formula, we require the number of moles of electrons. We can calculate the number of moles of electrons, my dear students. Here 1 aluminum plus 3 ions, required here 3 electrons to form Al. Now, my dear students, here in reactant, you see the reactant, electrons are required by this reactant. Here it is not a mole. So, 4/3 aluminum required how many electrons, my dear students, to convert into this? 4/3 is multiplied by 3 electrons to require, my dear students, 4 electrons to convert aluminum. So, n is equal to 4. You can calculate it in this way, n is equal to 4. My dear students, when n is equal to 4, you can put here. My dear students, when n is equal to 4, you can put here. then you can get the values minus 827 values, that is minus 4 into 96,500 coulombs multiplied by E naught cell. Now, we can see here that is the E naught cell, that is equal to minus 827 upon, that is minus 4 into 96,500. These are the cancelled, and you can calculate, you can get the 2.14 volt. You divided this 827 upon 4 into 96,500. So, my dear students, answer is A. Here, my dear students, here you can see this 4 higher values and here lower values, because it is a kilojoule. You can convert this kilojoule into joule. So, 3 0 are placed and you can get the answer. Answer is 2.414. Now, my dear students, we can go to the question number 31. For the disproportionation of copper, means dissociation of copper, this is a dissociation of copper, E naught is given this. So, E naught is E naught for this target action, target. My dear students, it's here target is a twice Cu plus 1 to give Cu plus 2 plus Cu. This is the target. Now, we can see here, my dear students, E naught. Here when we can see the E naught, number 1, Cu plus 2 to give Cu, number 1 reaction, Cu plus 2 electron to give copper, and E naught is obtained, that is 0.34 volt. Here you can see the Cu plus 2 is present in this product side, but here Cu is present in product. So, you can take this reaction 0.34. Now, we can use the second reaction. Second reaction, Cu plus 2 to convert to Cu plus 1, 0.15 volt. Now, my dear students, we can reverse this reaction and reverse this E naught. So, Cu plus 1, when reverse this reaction, you can get the Cu plus 1 to give Cu plus 2 electron, and E naught you can get the minus 0.15 volt. When, my dear students, you can add these two reactions, you can get the, when add these two reactions, Cu plus 2 electrons and cancel with each other, Cu plus 2 cancelled, twice Z cancelled, and here when this 2 electrons means multiply by this value is 2, twice Cu plus 2. So, you can get that twice Cu plus 1, it is a converted of 1 Cu plus 2 and plus Cu. In this way, you can get this equation. Now, my dear students, here these reactions are occurring in the, these ions are present in the cell. So, you can convert it first of all free energy. So, my dear students, it is a G1, it is a E1, here it is a G2, here E2, and for this is a G3. So, here you can see here G3, G1 plus G2. Here, my dear students, minus NFE3, here minus NFE1, here plus minus NFE2. Now, my dear students, we can, this Faraday is cancelled. You can see the minus N for these electrons, you can see a plus 2. So, 2 electrons are present in this equation. So, my dear students, in Ne3, main equation is this one, target equations. So, here Ne3 twice Cu plus 1, here twice Cu plus 1 is converted to Cu plus 2. So, this is only one electron take part, E3, G3, and now here minus and E1, 2 electrons are taking part. So, here 2 into E1 and 4 here plus minus 1 into E1 and that is E2. So, my dear students, you can see here minus 2 into, you can put the values 0.34, here put the values of, this is the minus 0.15. So, my dear students, you can get the plus 0.53 volt E3. You can see here in this equations E3 is equal to plus 0.53 volt. Now, my dear students, here you can see the, first of all, this Cu plus 1, twice Cu plus 1, you can twice Cu plus 2, you can not write this is the important 0.53 volt. Now, we can take this equation twice Cu plus 1 to give Cu plus 2 plus copper. In this equation, my dear students, E naught cell that equal to E naught oxidation potential plus E naught reduction potential. So, E naught oxidation potential is 0.15 you can take plus 0.53, which is calculated by this G1. Then you can get the answer, that is the E naught cell is equal to 0.38 volt. And this is our answer, question number 31. Here we can see the 0.38 volt.